Hi, this is Mike from Kraftyhands. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to make this rather lovely 6x6 pet portraits card with this gorgeous little doggy on it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, now to create your gatefold card, it's just the same as a normal 6x6. Rather than crease down the middle, we're actually creasing at either end. So the dimensions are 297 by 148, and then you crease again down either side at 74. If you've got a slight overlap here, it doesn't really matter, but you can just trim it off if you want to, if you don't manage to get the dimensions just quite right. It's not really that important, but it's up to you. Okay, so this is the gatefold card blank. Okay, so jumping right in, I've already pre-cut out all my pieces for the pet portraits kit. And I have decided on this one I'm going to use the green gingham inside panel. On the one that I made earlier I've used the yellow polka dot. You do get both in this kit, so you can choose which one you want. Okay, I'm going to use the green gingham one for this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to decorate the inside of the card first and then work on the outside. So let's go ahead and jump right in. So let's pop that to one side. Again, I'm going to use double-sided tape runner for speed and ease for the purposes of this video. You can use wet glue if you want to when you construct yours, because it's more permanent and you've got more time to do it in. Okay, so that's the inside front panel stuck down. I'm going to then use two different panels on the inside. I'm going to put this rose one with the butterflies on the right hand side and the gingham one, sorry, I'll start again, on the left hand side, and this one on the right hand side. And we'll just quickly run tape runner down there and down there, and make sure we get them the right way around. Okay, so bring that in, and that goes into the centre of the panel like so. Schoolboy mistake there. And then that can go on the inside front panel there. This is why I use double-sided repositional, just in case I make a silly mistake like that. Okay, so that's fine. So that's the inside of the card done, almost. Okay, and then to mirror that on the front, we'll run the tape down there, and then the same way around, making sure we get in the same border. Okay, and then turn that round and pop some more adhesive on the back there. Make sure we get that lined up as we like it. Lovely. Okay, so we've now got the outside mirroring the inside. Okay, the next step then is to add your topper panel. Okay, so this is the one that runs around the outside here, which forms the basis of the latch mechanism, if you like. So all we need to do on this one then is to put adhesive on the left hand side. It's just this side. So the easiest way to do that is just to flip it and then add your glue, and then flip it back around again. Now you can put this on foam pads if you want to give it that extra dimension, but I don't actually think it needs it, because you're going to be adding a lot more dimension with your main topper in a few minutes. So I'm just going to stick that down. And I'm lining up one of the lines of the dots that runs down the centre to make sure that I don't get this crooked. There you go. So we now have that panel there. On the original we have the sentiment attached to the underside. Okay, now you've got a choice of sentiments on these ones, and I've got just 3 here that are already pre-done. Happy birthday, get well soon, or thinking of you. So I'm actually going to use the happy birthday one. Now again, on that one, all you do is run tape across the top part of your sentiment. Now my tape runner's just run out, which is just typical, so we'll have to use wet glue because I haven't got another one to hand. So a little bit of wet glue there. This will take a little bit longer to dry then. So, and then I'm going to just place that underneath where I want it. Obviously the wet glue does give you that opportunity to manoeuvre it a little bit, just so you get it exactly as you want it. There we go. Already starting to take shape. Okay, so the next step then is to build up your pyramid, which goes on the front. As you can see, that is done dimensionally with foam pads. So this is my topper. So the base layer of the topper, I've already put foam pads on this because you don't really want to watch me doing that, because it's like watching paint dry. And then I'm going to place that in the centre. And then I've taken my next layer, which is slightly smaller. Again, I've already added the foam pads on, and I'm just going to line that up. Now I may have to just lean in slightly so I can get this just exactly right. It's one of those things where you do need to be standing over it just about to get it lined up. And then your next one, to again line up the image, pop down, and then finally final layer, and then just pop it down there. Beautiful. Okay, now this is a lovely cute puppy, okay, but we do know that there are those of you out there that prefer kittens. So included in the kit is an alternative kitten topper, which I've just put together to show you that it's exactly the same. Now you can use that instead of the dog if you want to, the puppy. So you've got the kitten and the puppy. The choice is yours. You do have both, so literally you can use whichever one you want to. Okay, so that's that bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add on, I do have another tape runner, there we go. Yes, I know it's a bright one. I'm going to add on my corner pieces, just over there. Just so it looks like there's a little piece of ribbon. That's it. Just line it up with the edge. These are the, oh, you can see that, like full ribbon pieces. And then just run, I'll tape over that bit. And that bit goes on there. Just tuck it under, line it up. It needs to be moved a bit further down, so. And then just nudge it with my nail. There we go. Okay. So we've now got the 2 faux ribbon bits across there. Looking good. Right, so finally I'm going to add on some buttons, or some faux buttons, which are included in the kit. Now again, you have the larger ones and the smaller ones included on the kits for you to print out. The larger ones are 5/8 of an inch and the smaller ones are 3/8 of an inch. There are punches on the market that can be purchased from leading high street craft stores for very little money that will fit exactly the size of these. So that's the 5/8 that I'm going to use on this one. So all I'm going to do is just pop that over, grab a foam pad, and then position that on the front of my card about in the middle. And the next one. And then the last one. I'm not lining up the holes because I think they want to be going in all different directions. There we go. So there's the 3 buttons, and there you go. The card is just about finished. Now, included in the kit, you've also got these little medallions. Now, there are those ones for the kittens too. Now, you can use this as an envelope seal, or what I like to do is I like to add it just on the inside as a little bit of an extra embellishment, just like that. Very, very cute. Okay, so going back to the one that I finished, because I did this one previously and I've had time to let this one dry, I've actually added some glossy accents to his nose. Look, can you see? Shiny. And I've also added glossy accents to the buttons on the edges. I don't know whether the camera's picking that up, but I've also added some shine to those buttons too. Now again, you can go to town with this if you really want to. You can distress the edges, you can add glossy accents, crystal effects, crackle glaze, you can add gems into the corners, whatever you want to. I mean, let your imagination run riot on them. You can do so much with them, but just as they are, it's still a very, very cute card to create. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and you'll join us for the next one. Thanks for watching.